Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Always Hold On to Gotham, the podcast where we look at every episode of the Young Batman show that ran from 2014 to, was it 2019?
2019.
So today we're doing every, as you know, we're doing every episode. So we're on episode 4 today, which is Arkham. And joining me once again, we have Stephen Harris.
Hello.
You're in the first episode, I think.
I was in the first episode.
We're glad to have you back.
No worries.
So this episode came out on October 13th, 2014.
Nice.
And it was written by Ken Woodruff, and his credits, he doesn't have a lot of credits, but it's, he did do 10 episodes of Gotham, so he'll be coming up a bit more, but this is the first one he's written, and it was directed by TJ Scott, a man who has a lot of credits, and notably when you type in his name on Google, the first picture is him in a bath.
That's a bit weird.
But it's black and white, and he's jacked. It's like a publicity photo, I guess.
Oh, is it a publicity? It's like an art thing.
I guess so. It looks fucking weird though, and he has a lot of credits. This director, we're talking, what we got here, a lot of TV shows, and looks of it like the TV version of the Magnificent Seven, and like Hercules, and also Young Hercules, because he likes Hercules. Also, what else? He's done it. Something else. He's done Flash Gordon, the show. He's done a lot of shows of like remake shows of movies. I've noticed.
Maybe that's his forte.
Maybe. Oh, he's done Spartacus, Transporter, the series.
Do I?
Transporter, the movie, but like a series version of it. He's done that.
I don't think I've ever watched that.
I've not seen it either. Did an episode of Constantine, which I quite like. Some of the Strain, which I've heard some people like. I don't know. He did 7 episodes of Gotham. This is his first one, and then he's done a TV version of Taken, the movie.
What?
Okay, this is weird. This, as well as Doom Patrol and Star Trek Discovery.
Surprised he didn't do Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's weird. TJ Scott, if you want someone to direct an episode of a show based off a film, I guess he's the one.
He's the guy. He is the man.
Yeah, so that's strange. Okay, so let's have a look at the ratings here. So for this episode, the rating is on IMDb is 7.9, which is joint first for the highest one we've got so far, because the first episode also got 7.9. And on Rotten Tomatoes, it got a 75%, which doesn't beat the first episode, which got an 80% on there. So the reviews for this one are quite alright. So we're gonna go the deep dive into this episode if you're ready, Stephen.
Yeah, sure.
So at the end of the last one, Oswald Cobblepot himself turned up, outside Jim's house. Not outside Jim's house. He turned up at Jim's house.
Yeah, it was like the cliffhanger of the last episode to keep you watching.
He's looking very dripped out.
He is looking dripped out.
He has a terrible haircut.
He does. It's like all pointy uppy.
It's even just like the bits that come down. Oh, no, I get the pointy uppy bit. It's supposed to be like a penguin up, but the bits coming down, it's just awful. He looks awful.
It looks like, I don't even know how to describe it. But that old woman style, like some old women have it. It's typically like red hair.
I know what you mean. Well, to be fair, I wonder if his mum does his hair for him.
Maybe.
Although, mind you, I don't know if coming back to Gotham he's seen his mum. She's not only been in one episode so far.
Maybe just he has style, but he don't have style.
Well, his suits are quite drippy.
That's what I'm on about. He has that style, but I think he needs to get a good hairdresser.
Yeah, he needs a bit of hairdresser.
But then again, I don't know. I think headcanon, right? I think he does it himself.
It looks like he either does it himself or
because I feel like what I call it, Penguin is that paranoid about Gotham. As well as he loves Gotham, I think he's that paranoid about Gotham. Just even scissor blades from someone else is a threat to him because he's that paranoid, I reckon.
Maybe. To be fair, yeah. So he's he comes in and Barbara's like, oh yeah, it's great to meet one of Jim's friends. And he's like, what's he say his name is? Peter Humboldt.
His name's Peter Humboldt.
I think Humboldt's a type of penguin.
Probably is.
And Jim's like, oh, we're gonna, he's just a work thing. We'll have a talk outside. And he's like, and as soon as you cut outside, he's like pushing him against the walls, like, I told you never to come back to Gotham.
I should have fucking put a bullet in your head.
But Oswald just wants to be Jim's friend.
Nah, maybe.
He wants to be his buddy. He's going to help him out. He's like, kill me or trust me, you know what I mean? And then just as they're doing their interrogation, we're doing that scene, like three random women start like skipping down the street, probably on drugs or something, and like Jim like looks over to him, and then Penguin's just kind of gone, like he's fucking Batman.
He is like Batman. He's a type of... No, he's not. I was going to say a bat's a type of bird, but it's not.
No.
It's not.
And they mentioned the Arkham Project, and I'm keeping track of episode names said in episode, and Arkham is said a lot in this one.
Maybe that's why it's called Arkham.
I assume so. Okay, we can continue. What were you saying, Stephen?
Oh, what was I saying?
Something about the Arkham Project.
Yeah, like, it just talks a lot about Arkham, and that's why it's probably, like, just called Arkham, you know what I mean?
So I imagine so, yeah. Meanwhile, so apparently critics liked, like, the Penguin and, like, Gordon stuff going on in this episode, but they thought the main villain was a weak choice.
Oh, yeah, 100% weak.
And that's what I thought, because I was going to this episode, like, what is this one even about? I don't remember. And then he walks up to the councilman. This bloke walks up to the councilman and he's like, I want to show you something. And he starts assembling his little stick. And he's like, get to the councilman's guard. He's like, just look through it. It stabs him in the eye.
If someone told me to look through something that I didn't know, I probably wouldn't, or be a bit more like, what is it? Like, what does it do? Not just go like, ooh, I'll have a look through that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it kills that guy, and then the councilman like runs off.
Runs into like not a building, but like a I don't know, like a conservatory of a building. I suppose.
Like in like a car park. Well, it's probably where you pay.
It maybe.
And then the councilman Jenkins, he gets murdered by the Spike dude. I think his name's Gladwell.
Richard Gladwell, if I remember rightly.
I think so, yeah. So it's like, what? Why does he use a little stick to murder people? I don't understand. To be honest, I don't know.
Maybe he thinks he's stylish.
I mean,
he could have just stabbed them.
Yeah, or why don't you look a gun?
Yeah.
What? And also, like, he's got to assemble it.
Yeah, that probably takes a lot of not a lot of effort, but I'd argue why it takes longer to like reassemble your thing instead of just like getting a knife or a gun and just shooting it. Yeah,
it's a weird. That is probably the weakest part of the episode. It's just that the villain's just like some guy with a stick.
It is generally like some guy. And one is like reason like for it is like he wanted to know like who fucking has the most stakes in the situation or something.
What?
With the Falcone and Maroni people.
Yeah, what about him?
Because he kill like a Falcone member.
He kills both.
And he kills what he quit and a Maroni person, so.
Why is he doing this? Are they both paying him? I've just
it may like in my head it makes no sense.
What is he doing? Like, I just don't.
It's like I think in the show they try to explain it, but it's just like, eh.
I guess he's just like getting money off both of them. Like, I don't even. I don't know what to say, man. Yeah, so he's just being hired by both of them to kill each other's dudes, which is so weird. Yeah.
I think it's just a weird like.
They'd hire the same guy.
It's weird how they hired the exact same guy though. Like I'd assume in Gotham there's a lot of people who will probably kill for just even a little bit of money. Do you know what I mean?
I'd say he's like, maybe he's that good, but he didn't seem that good.
Not really. He had to chase someone.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah,
if you were that good, you don't have to chase. It's just a done and dusted job. Do you know what I mean?
So, Councilman Jenkins, he gets murdered, and the next day, Jim and Harvey are sitting at the desk, and Captain Essence like, you need to investigate this shit. And Harvey's like,
why don't you get the other dude to do it?
Alvarez.
Yeah.
Alvarez, he always gets his little cameos.
Yeah, and she's like, nah, he's got too much shit to do.
Yeah, so instead, Jim and Harvey got to do it, which is Well, yeah, because they're the main characters.
It's the show.
So we go over to there's a lot. Another plot line going on right now is we're at Fish Mooney's bar.
And she's trying to find a woman.
She wants a woman.
So
So there's this singer, I forget her name, and she's like, she's Fish Mooney's like, do you like boys or girls? And she's like, boys. And then Fish Mooney's like, seduce me.
And then it was just a massage.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't think that would get me off.
You don't think a sexy woman wants to give you a massage? You don't think you'd?
Like, if I said, like, I'm Fish Moon, I expect a lot more.
Okay, yeah.
Instead of just like a fucking massage.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna mention it because I don't, I'm not spoiling later episodes until we get to them. But like, I know why she wants this person, and I guess you do need to be pretty good at it rather than more than just a massage. So she could have done better. But she's not. It's not a no to this singer. It's a maybe.
I got a question, right?
What?
It's like, wouldn't the ideal option? To be fair, I suppose the girls don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Actually doing. But instead of considering this woman is some sort of like a, like a figure of business, because you can see it in their face when they're talking to them. Like, they are scared of her. Like, you know what I mean?
More people know her by reputation.
She works for
Falcone.
Yeah. My question is, you don't know what you're doing. Why don't you just go? Isn't the safest option to go when Fish Mooney goes, do you like boys or girls? Isn't the safest option to go, I like both?
Yeah.
I like both.
Probably, yeah.
Isn't that the safest option?
Maybe, I don't know, bro. What if you say girls and it's like, I want you to be a gay porn star in my side business, and then you've got yourself into that.
Yeah, you got yourself into like some sort of prostitution then.
Yeah, I'd just say both, but like I am up for both, so it doesn't really apply. Fish is I don't know, I just remember thinking these scenes were awkward when I was younger, but I don't really care now. But I guess I was like, how old was I in 2014?
You're about 10, I think.
Oh no, to be fair, I'm trying to think when I started watching this. I think season 3 was coming out, so 2016, so I've been 13.
Something like that, yeah.
I was 12, 13.
I was 12 when Gotham first came out, I think. No, I was 13 when it first came out.
Fair enough.
And then I watched that show religiously.
I watched season 3 was probably like halfway through airing, the mid-season break. And then I started watching it in the second half, or before the second half, I think. And then I watched season 4 and 5 as it came out. I was really excited.
I always used to watch it a week earlier.
How?
Because the American time zones were always a week earlier than the actual.
A whole week?
A whole week, yeah.
Crazy.
It's how I watched The Flash as well. I always watched them a week earlier.
Oh, I loved The Flash. What was I going to say? So, Jim and Harvey, they're in an interrogation room. Like, we know you did it, to this random guy trying to get information because he's like a common thief. But they're not getting anywhere.
Bro just had a knife on him.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have a knife on him.
It's Gotham, mate.
To be fair, in Gotham,
I
would probably carry a knife in Gotham.
It's Gotham.
Well, you get a gun license in America, can't you? You know what I mean? Like, so the mayor, he's got this new idea. He's got a new plan going through, where, well, he's announced that he's going to use the old Arkham area, which on the board it says Arkham City. That's what the project's called, I think.
Wow, Arkham City.
Ooh, imagine. So the idea is to use the old land to make affordable housing for the people of Gotham, as well as a state-of-the-art new Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, for the mentally insane.
For the mentally insane, the criminally insane.
Criminally insane as well. To be fair, I think it's a good idea. They should have a rehabilitation because you know what I mean. I reckon that Arkham Asylum place, I reckon it will actually help people, the insane. I don't think there's going to be any break-ins or any lockdowns or nothing like that. I think it's going to be very safe.
It's going to be good for the people.
I reckon it's going to be good for the people and good for the economy.
Awesome. Okay, so hopefully we'll have no more interruptions now. What's I saying? Yeah, so this is a Falcone-backed plan because he is, he's basically the king of Gotham. He does what he wants. He's the Don.
He is a cool guy.
He's in charge. Now, however, Penguin, he
Peter Humble, yeah.
Peter Humboldt, yeah, he's listening. He's at the he's washing dishes and he's talking and he's hearing Maroni talk about how he wants to get the land deal because one of the councilmen who was voting for Falcone's project was murdered.
Yeah, by the guy.
By the Spike guy.
The Spike guy, Richard Summer.
Richard Gladwell.
Yeah, Richard Gladwell.
And then okay, so Jim goes to talk to Alfred. Jim's like, can you tell me about what this because it's presented as like the Wayne plan, like this was the Wayne's plan.
And this is the Wayne's plan. They wanted to open up Arkham Asylum because they want, like, Thomas and Martha Wayne were like, people need help. People are sick in Gotham. They need help. Let's help them with medical shit.
Well, because Thomas Wayne was a doctor.
He was.
So it makes sense. And Alfred's like, yeah, it's pretty much in name only, the Wayne plan at this point. To which Bruce is not.
He's like, this is bullshit.
Bruce is not too happy about it. How do you find Bruce in these early episodes?
Honest opinion?
Well, yes, that's what we're here for.
Like, obviously, like, it's character development in it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, in the early seasons, I get it. His parents are just like, but it just seems like a whiny, stupid bitch.
Well, yeah, because his parents
have just died. But, like, the whole thing, like, I'm trying to remember if we've got to that part where he's, like, starting to do, like, stupid shit, like conquer his fears and crap like that. I don't know if we've got to that part.
No. In like episode 2, he was like burning his hand, standing on top of a roof and all that. He's not really all there, yeah. But there is a real attention to trying to look at how he has been affected by this in the early period, because you kind of cut right to him being an adult after seeing him get shot, seeing his parents get shot usually. So
with the pearls.
The pearls are always
it's a quintessential.
So we're seeing him. We're really looking into the mind of this child. But damn, it is a good thing Jim Gordon's the main character of this show, because if it was that 13-year-old, I really don't know what he'd do every episode.
Me neither. He just says some stupid shit half the time. But I get it. He's a kid.
I think he's a good egg. So meanwhile, another councilman, Councillor Zeller, is kidnapped, and this guy is he's been bribed by Maroni. So the guy Richard Gladwell, the Spike guy from earlier, he kidnaps this guy and he like burns him alive in a barrel.
That's very mean.
Which he said that like usually he goes for a quick kill, but this was like specifically requested, and it's like a message from Carmine Falcone to Maroni. To
be fair, Falcone is one of those bastards you need to be careful of.
Well, I wouldn't mess with either of them personally, but Maroni's Falcone's top dog, man. Maroni's just giving it a go.
Maroni's Maroni. Falcone's like, you mess with me, we're not just gonna fuck you. We're gonna fuck you to the ground.
We're gonna fuck you to the ground. Is that mean?
No, we're gonna We're gonna destroy all your foundations and get you to rock bottom.
Okay.
Instead of just like, you know what, let's just fuck you over. It's like, we're gonna destroy your foundations. You will become nothing.
Well, I guess that's why he's the king.
And that is why he's the king. He gives you shit, but he don't.
Well, Falcone's like cold and calculated. Maroni's like, he seems like impulsive and angry.
It's more revengeful, I think, vengeful.
Yeah.
Like, something happens, Maroni just wants, you know what, let's get him back.
Mm-hmm.
Falcone's like, oh, the Maronis did something. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's work this out. How do we do it sneakily, but fuck them? That's what I've always gathered from them.
Alright. So in the next scene, they're investigating the Arkham incident where the guy got burnt alive, and we got our annual Edward Nigma cameo.
Yeah,
who's not in? He's a main cast member, but he's not in this very much.
No, I think he makes one cameo. I think it is.
Yeah, he's in one scene where he tells them about that, like the same kind of weapon killed, not the same kind of weapon, the same guy killed. I was trying to thought
the politician guy.
Yeah, the same guy killed both men, is the point. He's figured it out because he's a forensics guy. And
he likes riddles.
I don't know what a paradox is, Ed. I like him, but there's really not a lot to go off in the early episodes.
I think he does. He is a standout role, I reckon.
Well, we'll see how that progresses.
Like, it's always fun to see him on screen.
I like him, certainly, yeah.
Same with the Penguin, though.
Or the Penguin show stealer in this.
Like, they both have that. I feel like there's an equilibrium between them two. They both steal the shows, but in complete different ways.
Yeah. Well, obviously, right now it's very Penguin focused. There's not a lot of Ed,
Penguin.
but we'll see how maybe that progresses later on. Speaking of the Penguin, we got back again to him at the listening in on Moroni.
He's scheming.
And like his boss, like the restaurant manager comes up to him and he's like, stop, you're not supposed to listen in.
Stop scheming, bitch.
Yeah. On my notes here, I must have miswrote like snooping or whatever, and it says Penguin gets told off for smoking, which is not what happens in the episode.
Penguin gets told off for smoking, guys.
Don't smoke. Something's amiss. Something's at play. But they go into like, so then Jim and Harvey, they go to like this, they go to meet like a guy in prison, and they start questioning him about this killer, and he's like, yeah, it's Richard Gladwell.
The guy obviously, duh.
It's the guy with the spike.
He likes spikes.
The spike is, one second, I'm gonna have a bit of sweet Diet Coke.
Like I said, the villain I think is fucking weak as fuck. It just seems like a chase, like, to get the guy.
Well, yeah, because we're not doing like Batman villains, but like I don't know. I guess Balloon Man was a bit more creative. I preferred Balloon Man, but that one does not.
Balloon Man. I imagine what you call it. Like, if he was to get like really big, he'd be on the level of Condiment King.
Yeah, he would have loved fighting Batman. Rest in peace, Balloon Man. No, he's alive. Never mind.
He becomes Condiment King. He's like, balloons are not my forte.
Becomes Kite Man.
Condiment is. Or it could be Kite Man as well.
Ooh. What was I going to say? So they know. So because Gladwell's got like a name and like an address, they go to his work to arrest him. But like he notices like he's there, and he goes to like hide in the back room or whatever. And he pulls out his little stick, and Jim's walking up to him, and he's just going to stab him. Well, if he does that, he's fucked. What's the plan then?
Yeah, this is clearly kill people.
Yeah, like what's he get? So he's going to stab Jim with his little stick, and then run out into what's he going to do then? Like try and run out into the hallway. Harvey's there, he gets shot.
Let's be real, what you call it. Jim, at this point in time, he could not shoot him. Harvey though, he would have just went, "Oh, you got a knife, bang."
Yeah, like fucking.
He's not afraid.
Yeah, so I don't really know what this guy's plan of action is, to be honest. But they're looking for him, and Harvey like calls him away, Jim away, so that the Gladwell does not get caught. And there's also a good scene with some woman when they're trying to find him. They're like, we've got you, and it's some woman with some paper clips, and she's like, they were just paper clips. I didn't think anyone would mind. She runs off crying.
Yeah.
Yeah, she runs off crying. That's pretty funny. And
Man,
also,
she's probably worrying about that all day. She lives in Gotham. Like, stealing paper clips is like stealing a ham sandwich. You could die for that shit.
I
reckon it's that brutal in Gotham.
Well, she's not going to take paper clips anymore, is she? She's not going to listen.
She should have known better.
Gladwell dropped. She should have. Yeah, don't steal paper clips. Gladwell drops on the floor on his way out. A note, and it just says CLM, which means something.
CLM.
So Bruce, meanwhile, having a nightmare about his parents again, as you would. It's probably been like a month, maybe.
Probably not even at this point.
Yeah, so he's not having a great time, and Alfred's like, "Oh, what's happening with you?"
Actually,
Bruce?
yeah, it would be a month. 'Cause it goes week by week in the canonicity of the thing as well. Actually, no, it can't.
Why?
Because what you quit. Obviously, in episode 3, what you quit, you get the whole what you quit ending of Penguin being there.
It'd have to be right after, wouldn't it? Yeah,
it'd have to be right after. So it's probably like a day or two.
I think Sarah Essen says that Bullock's not had a case in a while, so maybe after that, there's a bit of a jump between the first and the second scene of
Maybe.
the episode. But yeah, and he's looking into the Councilman murders to see it. There's a scene there where he's talking to Alfred. And he's like trying to see if the Councilman murders are connected to the death of his parents. This does not come up again. I don't think they're related to the death of his parents. Well, I don't know. Maybe.
It's one of those where it's like early seasons. They're trying to connect everything to the Wayne thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
That's what it seems like, anyway.
I'm trying to remember who actually killed the Waynes in this show, but we'll get there.
To be fair, I've actually forgot.
Like I know who did it, but I'm trying to remember whether he was like hired or not, and then like hired by who.
Probably was.
It's gonna be a whole thing. We'll find out, or maybe it wasn't. We'll see.
Master Bruce.
I love Alfred in this. Yeah. Meanwhile, did you hear that?
My alarm.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
It's fine. I got a phone call.
It was like just in case I didn't wake up at 1.
I see. Probably should have said it earlier than that, but Anyway, so Maroney, his restaurant, it gets robbed by a couple of robbers.
Thugs. It's Gotham for you.
But
to be fair, those thugs are kind of stupid.
Why?
You're robbing a mob boss's place, man.
Yeah, bad idea.
Bad idea. Don't rob anyone else. Just don't rob.
Don't rob Maroney.
No.
So, and Penguin's boss gets shot right in the stomach, so he's dead.
Damn.
But when like Maroney's men get in pretty quickly afterwards to find him, or to find out what's happened, Penguin's like he's hidden a fridge with the money.
Fair play to him, protecting his mob boss like that, man. Like he's a good penguin egg.
He's done well.
He's done very well.
He's done very well. And then so meanwhile, Barbara, cut back to Barbara Keane, and Jim, and they're talking, and Barbara's like, tell me about Oswald Cobblepot. You know what I mean?
She's like,
and to be fair, if I was Jim, I'd just be like, he was fucking right in our house, like yesterday. That guy, and she's like, she knows about it because of Montoya, and then Barbara's like, we used to date.
We used to be lesbians.
Yeah, and he's like,
okay.
Why are you angry? And she's like, why are you angry? Because she's a woman? And he's like, because you lied to me. I'm like, yeah. And she says it later on in a later scene, like, I didn't tell you, maybe because she was a woman. And I'm like, I don't think Jim cares. I don't think Jim's expressed any issue with that aspect of it. Like,
He don't care.
He don't give a shit. I mean, and I understand that maybe because we never really know when this show's set, so it could be like, I don't know, the 80s or something. But even then, like, you don't really peg Jim.
It's static. It's a static universe.
Even in like a more earlier time set, though, I wouldn't peg Jim Gordon as any kind of homophobe.
Me neither.
And he clearly isn't, or and he hasn't mentioned it. So it's kind of like,
me personally, as Jim Gordon, I wouldn't care. It's like, that's your ex-girlfriend. I don't care.
I feel like
I'm fucking you. You're fit.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Don't specifically like you as a character in your development of a character, but you're fairly attractive.
I feel like she's almost trying to push away from the actual issue, like trying to like make it a thing. It's like, no, I'm sorry.
That's good old Barbara Clean for you.
Yeah. And it's like, no, he's not mad that you lied to me about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Montoya is. She's not in this episode actually.
Has a bit of a name drop.
Yeah. It's just kind of, I don't know, just kind of Jim and Barbara just not. Look, Montoya's ruining their relationship. Although I suppose part of it is Jim not, he's not telling us stuff. He's keeping secrets. He's being secretive. Well, maybe you have to on this job though. I don't know.
I've always thought Montoya was like a weird. I think it's a good add to the show, but also a weird one.
Yeah,
because I feel like Montoya as like like a police officer, DEA, whatever. In the actual comic books, doesn't feel like a Year Zero kind of character.
Usually, if she shows up no, she usually doesn't, because usually around the time Harvey's a detective, she's like a beat cop.
Yeah,
generally, or at least his partner. So I mean, I don't know. It's a weird one, but it's the idea of this show is going to do a lot of characters you wouldn't expect for a
Year Zero
pre-Batman kind of thing. But we'll come along with that. Anyway, so meanwhile, Maroney is very angry that his place got hit, but he's grateful to Penguin,
It's like, thank you.
and Penguin gets promoted to restaurant manager.
Like, fucking hell, man. That's a great promotion.
Yeah, he's
Like-
done very well for himself.
Man, it's risky, man. Like, who knows? Penguin knows how to manage a restaurant. I reckon he does that.
Yeah, I don't really know if he's got any qualifications for
Well,
it.
he
but
knows how to wash dishes and get beat people, I suppose. But
doesn't really go much in a restaurant managering, does it?
No.
Managing.
Then again, he saw Fish Mooney manage, so maybe he'll manage like that.
I guess he was kind of like her assistant. Maybe he's got some kind of idea of what's happening. Meanwhile, Gladwell is actually... Well, Richard Gladwell is not actually the dude's real name. Not that we learn what it is. He killed Richard Gladwell 5 years ago and assumed his identity.
With his pen.
Probably with his pen.
With his pen.
I don't know why he did this. Is it so he could... Has he been killing other people in Gotham for 5 years?
Who knows?
Or was he just really prepared for this job? Because it feels like a waste of money and time. Unclear, if I'm honest. I'm really not too sold on this guy.
Why do you assume his identity? If you
To blend in.
But if they didn't know his identity to begin with, like, and you were just a mystery man, would you rather be a mystery man or have a name to?
I don't know. Anyway,
If that I'm trying to make sense of it, but
yeah, there's not a whole lot of sense of it. I'm not really feeling it, to be honest.
feels like I directed this episode.
Huh?
Feels like I directed this episode. It's just like a lot of like, there's ifs and buts, but half of it's nonsensical. Like, it just feels like there's no motivation involved other than the Penguin story arc.
Well, no, I think there's a lot going for it. I think it's just the main plot is just kind of like strange. Not even the main plot, like the what it's leaning on, the Falcone versus Maroni stuff is good. It's just like the Hitman is just so weird. And not in a good way.
It's almost nonsensical.
Yeah. Anyway, so back at Mooney's, well, Fish Mooney's, she's having another woman do her do singing for Eliza.
She also likes boys.
She also likes boys, but she does a better job at seducing Fish than the last bird did. Do you think Butch is enjoying watching this?
I reckon he is.
Because like him and Fish, they have like a purely platonic relationship, but maybe he's still seeing two birds make out, I guess.
He's probably enjoying it.
Good for him. No, I like Butch.
He's a simple man.
He's a good recurring character to have in the background whenever Fish is around.
Good development for later.
I like him.
Good development for later.
Certainly, yes. I enjoy that character. What else have we got here? So, after that, Harvey turns up and he's asking Fish for help, and he's like, "What's in it for me?" He's like, "I owe you a favour, you know."
They always owe each other favours.
Yeah. Do you think they're banging?
I reckon they've banged once or twice.
Maybe, yeah. I couldn't never tell. They have quite a flirtatious relationship.
But I reckon they've banged for like information. I reckon it's like it's strictly business.
Strictly, I don't know.
I reckon
it's a bit of pleasure in there. I don't know. There seems to
no, like I think there's pleasure involved because they both have that thing for each other. But I reckon it's business purposes. Like, I'll fuck you for information on this investigation.
No, they're not fucking each other for the information. It's like part of the fun of it. Like, they're not doing it for.
Oh no, I reckon that completely. Or what?
She's got her boy toys, mate. She don't need them.
Yeah, but it's Harvey, man.
What is he? Is he the epitome of sexiness? Do you think?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Have you saw his beard and his long hair and his hat?
I have. Yes, I certainly have.
You can't deny he's rugged but stylish.
I think he's just rugged.
Nah,
I don't know.
Plus, he just doesn't give a shit.
It's not really that appealing factor. I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me. Not for me.
I don't find him a fit, but I think he's cool.
Okay, all right.
I see the appeal. I see the appeal, like within the cool guy act.
I'd be surprised if you found him fit. To be honest, Stephen.
I do not find him attractive. I just like him as a character.
Yes, no. Fair enough.
He also likes alcohol as well. So.
And do you like alcohol?
Maybe.
I like the Diet Coke I'm currently drinking. We're not sponsored, by the way.
I like alcohol, even though I am 2 weeks sober. I think something like that.
2 weeks sober?
It's about 2 weeks, yeah.
I see that. We'll see how that progresses.
Yeah.
Next episode. Yeah, I'm back.
I'm back and I'm fucking pissed. Vodka for everyone.
Great, awesome. That sounds like a good podcast. So Penguin gives Jim a call. He's like, "There's going to be another murder of a councilman. They got to figure out who it is." And Jim figures out that the CLM, those are the first letters of the last names of the guards that are the officers that are protecting the mayor, and he's the next target.
I do like the mayor.
I do like the mayor.
I like him as an actor.
I do like Richard Kind.
Yeah, Richard Kind.
I think that's his name. Yeah, he's a good actor. He's pops up in a lot of stuff. I like him. He'd probably make an alright Nixon, to be fair.
I reckon he does. To be fair, I do believe he has done over 7 different roles as some sort of politician.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's in this. He's been in this show quite a lot already. I think he's been in most of the episodes.
He's also Senator Meep Do in the What I Quit High Life too.
I've not played High on Life. Is that any good?
Yeah, it's good.
Right, at some point. I think. What was I going to say? Yeah, he is one of the show's most prominent recurring characters. If I think he's in it a lot.
He's in it more than Jim Gordon.
I don't think so.
No,
he's wrong.
He's in it more than Bruce Wayne.
I also don't. Well, so far actually, maybe. No, even that's not true. No. But what was I saying? So Jim goes to find the mayor, and he's like, "I think someone's going to try and kill you." He's like, "No, I've got protection outside," and he's like,
"Nope,
they're gone, mate. The cars are empty. They've just gone."
Yeah, they're
paid off.
That went, mate.
So Jim goes inside, and immediately after, Gladwell turns up and starts fucking doing his little stick up.
See, it takes a lot of time to just fucking do that, you know what I mean? The action.
If Jim had been a little later, they would have turned up at the same time. Jim could have just shot him.
Yeah. Or just shot him in the back.
Yeah, so
it's not a nice kill, but
it's got to be done. So Gladwell tries to kill. He breaks it. Wait, he opens the door. He opens the door and he tries to kill Jim, and he knocks Jim's gun out of his hand.
Damn.
So now it's Spike versus Fist, I guess. But then, after that, Gladwell picks up his gun and starts using it. I'm like, did you? Maybe he thought in this moment, maybe
it's smart to have a gun.
Maybe he should have been using it the whole time.
Yeah.
So they engage in a pretty good fight scene. To be fair, I like to keep track of Jim Gordon getting beaten up in this show, but I don't think he got beaten up here. I think it was a pretty one-on-one fight.
It's a very rare time where he don't get beat up properly.
Although Richard Gladwell was still going to win from the looks of it, but still a pretty decent fight. And then Harvey turns up with a gun, and he's like, well, not yet. He's like, "I'm going to shoot you." You know what I mean? So then, which gives Jim the chance to set up his gun, to grab his gun. And in the ultimate moment of aura loss, Gladwell's like, "Do you know what the hire a professional? Because he finishes the job." Immediately shot to death after trying to kill them.
He didn't finish the job.
He didn't finish the job. No, and he has no aura.
Stupid fucking pen stick looking sharp thing.
And that is the end of that guy, Richard Gladwell's stick. Unfortunately.
Do you reckon his villain name would be the Stickler?
The Stickler? I don't know. The Stickler's better than anything I had, so we'll go with that.
Pen Man.
Back at GCPD, Barbara's like, "I need you to open up to me, otherwise I'm out." And Jim's like, "Nah, bro, it's not happening." So she's gone. So I don't think that relationship's really going to continue. Well, we'll see.
We'll see if it continues or not.
Meanwhile, I'm just not that invested in the Barbara Jim stuff, to be honest.
I don't think anyone ever was.
No, it's a bit boring. Although she does seem to be quite an understanding, nice girlfriend at least.
At this point in time, yeah.
Meanwhile, Fish Mooney gets the 2 stingers from earlier, and she's like, "You got to
fight.
You got to fight."
Let's see who's a better one.
And Liza, I think she kills the other one.
It makes no sense.
What?
Why did I fight?
Need to fight?
Because Fish Mooney said
they wanted the job.
True.
Would
you fight for someone for a job? Actually,
no.
In this day and age.
Well, actually, to be fair, the thing is, once she said it, if the other guy's coming at you, I'm gonna have to defend myself, and I least. You know what I mean, I don't know if she killed it. I think she killed the other one. I think so. So Liza won, and Liza's like, "When do I start?"
She's got blood on her hands.
Bad girl, man. So she's going to be working for Fish now for whatever she's got planned. Meanwhile, as I suspected, Penguin was the guy that planned the robbery.
What? I thought he was a good guy.
Who would have thought?
Like, he was humble to Jim Gordon because Jim Gordon didn't kill him. Now he's working for, like, just these mob people. But, like, you know what I mean? He's being nice to them. He just wanted to be a dishwasher. Then he got promoted. He helps them save money.
Yeah, he's a good egg. Yeah, so he
that fucking traitor.
He turns up and the guys are like, "We did it, man. We did the robbery. Thanks for giving us this job. You want us to do some other stuff? You let us know." And Penguin's like, "Yeah, good. Yeah, we'll see what we can do." And then he's like, "I brought food."
Yeah, food.
Cannoli. What's cannoli?
Cannoli.
What is it?
I think it's like some Italian cuisine.
Cannoli. It's Sicily in Italy.
Sicily, yeah.
Sicilian pastries consisting of a tube-based shell of fried pastry dough filled with sweet and creamy filling containing ricotta cheese.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
That sounds alright. I could try cannoli. I think I might have had one, actually.
Where's an Italian around
it? Yeah. So he gives him some food, but he doesn't have any.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, after watching that scene, I was like, he's totally poisoned him, isn't he?
He's totally poisoned him.
You know what I mean? Now, as for what's happening with the Arkham land, it's been decided that they're going to meet in the middle, because Maroni wanted it for waste, and Falcone wanted it for land. So what the mayor's announced is that some of the land's going to be used for housing.
Some of it's for waste. Hope that don't cause any issues.
I don't really remember the waste coming up. But also Arkham is not going to be like, we're not going to get a state of the art one, but they're going to retrofit it and reopen it. And so both sides get something. So Falcone gets his houses, and Maroni gets the Arkham like the Arkham refurbishing contract and the waste stuff, which is a great victory for Maroni.
Hope the waste ain't toxic or anything.
Right next to houses, that's a bad move, isn't it?
Yeah.
It tells what kind of waste they're using. But Maroni's very happy because it's like he's coming up in the world. He eats like a whole bit of, he's got this massive bit of meat. He's like, "Today we feast," or whatever, and he starts munching on it. And Bruce is like, "This isn't good for anyone, is it?"
Everything's coming up Maroni.
Everything is coming up Maroni, and then this is like a hit to Falcone, really. The idea that someone can mess with him.
Yeah. Maroni's
gonna get more confident from this. And then where we end the episode is we cut back to the Penguin's place, and he has, in fact, all his men are dead that he hired. So he's managed to use the restaurant to so he's managed to get himself a better job in the restaurant, and he's kept all the money to use for whatever he needs.
I wonder what he's using the money for.
Well, we'll find out, maybe. Like I said, to fund his later enterprises. But that is the end of the episode there.
Yeah.
And that was episode 4, Arkham. So, what did you think?
It's a hit. It's really hit or miss. I think the episode is.
I really do feel like most of it's quite strong.
I think it's hard to like. Obviously, the standout is Penguin and the B. I'd say the B plot.
Yeah, the B plot is better. Yeah,
better than the actual A plot itself. With finding what equip Mr. Stickman.
Yeah, Mr. Stickman's deeply uninteresting.
Yeah, it's just
feels a bit stupid as well.
Like, I think what equip plot B. What equip? It's got substance. It's got interesting substance because it's like, I wouldn't say action heavy, but it's got, some like, what's he gonna do next type situation. When it just feels like what equip plot A is very just like what equip Maroni got land, Falcone got land, man trying to kill people.
Well, no, I think
it's just a very weak, fucking villain of the week.
I think the villain of the week's the problem. I think Maroni and Falcone, I think that stuff's strong. Well, you don't actually, do you even see Falcone in this episode?
Don't see Falcone.
That probably is a weakness. This is like framed around Falcone versus Maroni, but you don't see Falcone.
And then what equip Falcone barely gets any screen time. I think he gets a little, Maroni.
I think he gets enough.
He gets enough screen time, but considering it's like about him, You'd expect to see a little bit more. But then he's subsidised to what I call it, plot B, more than plot A. Subsidised? Yeah,
I think it's clever that he's involved in both plots, though. To be fair, like how they're, I think that's good. Penguin.
It's a good link.
I'm happy with the Fish Mooney stuff. I know it might seem a bit random now, but I think I know it's going to lead, and I think it's fine setting that up. Jim and Barbara, I just don't really care about them not getting along.
It does feel very convoluted in this episode.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of going on. I think just a lot going on.
Jim and Barbara are arguing because of Montoya, but she's not there. And Maroni and Falcone are in a gang disagreement, but Falcone's not there. So I think those two characters should have been in the episode. So that's a weakness.
I think it would probably have been stronger if Montoya was there and gave Jim a little talking. I know they hate each other, but just a friendly little talk.
I don't know how friendly it would have ended up being, but so I think I liked this episode, but I think the A plot needed to be stronger. So I would give this.
Also, not much screen time of what I call Alfred Pennyworth or Bruce.
I think that's fine in this episode. I'm going to give it a 6.
I would give it a 6 as well, honestly.
So that's a 6. That's 2 6s across the board.
Like I said, I don't think it's that catching. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, alright then. I guess that's about the wrap up.
Yeah, I think the only important part of that would be what I call it, the Penguin bit and the Fish Mooney bit. Everything else, I don't think needs to actually be in the show.
Well, I don't know. I think the Falcone Maroni stuff is essential for where we're going with this. I think we need to bring up that's the conflict of the show, isn't it? It's the gangs. Anyway, I think that's all we've got time for. Well, not all we've got time for. We're done. You know what I mean?
We are done.
So thank you for being on again, Stephen. We'll have you on again at some point. And if you enjoyed this, please, feel free to listen to the other episodes if you haven't for some reason. And we'll be back soon. I'm still sticking to one a month for now because I've got a lot of other stuff. Because I'm just about to finish uni, so I've got uni projects I want to put up on YouTube.
That's going to take a long time to do every episode.
It will, yeah. But once I've got
doing one a month.
Well, that's what I'm just doing one a month. If I do, I did the calculation.
It will take 2 years.
It takes me till 2032. If I do one a month. However, once I've got all that stuff uploaded, so I think for the rest of this year it might be one a month, but I think probably next year I'll probably start doing more if I've got time.
And I don't mind helping out a lot more.
Cool.
So I'll be free.
Awesome. All right, well, but for now, you'll definitely get one a month at the very least. And yes, we'll see you next month for episode 5, Viper.
Wow.